Well, hello there everyone, David your friendly hairy Scotsman here once again, about to do another little cookery thing. I saw that Burger King have brought out something called cheesy tots. Now I don't know if we get them here, I've just seen it on YouTube. So, I heard that they weren't exactly the most tasty things in the world. They were alright, but nothing special. So, I've decided to make my own. So, I've got some mashed potato left over, I've got some spready cheese, I've got some big cheese, I've got some panko bread crumbs there, and the pan's at the back of me there with some oil in it, which I'll heat up in a wee while or two. So, what I'm going to do first is set this camera down here so we can actually see what I'm doing. And what I'll do to start with is grab the cheese, and I'm going to grate some cheese here. Now this is level 5 extra mature cheddar. And plate here. I think I'll start to do it this way. Here we go. So give it a bit of a grate. I don't have any pre-grated cheese, so I'll just do my own here. This is a quite firm cheese, this. It gets a good grip, we'll put it that way. Like this. There's quite a fair bit of cheese there for the amount of potato that I've got out anyway. Because here's the potato. It's all cold now. There's some stuff that I did last night for it, for special. So that can plonk in there, like so. And this is where we get the fingers in. I've washed my hands already, I can assure you of that. Bludgeon all this together. You can't beat getting your fingers stuck into it like this. Gets it a good mix. And it should get it all through it nicely as well. Like this. It's all starting to mingle in together quite nicely. Like that, it's looking quite nice here. Just gonna give my hands a quick wash to get some of this off, because it's all gone all claggy and horrible to me. Better to dry my hands here. It all goes gluggity glug there. Now, I've decided, I'll put some of this in. Yeah, what the heck. I'll add a wee bit of garlic to it. So, get a wee bit of this. And just trump that into it. I don't think it really wants to, but it will all mix in. Oh, you can really smell the garlic on this now. This is really smelling good. Make sure it's all well through there, because you don't want one big whacking great lump of cheesy garlicness. Well, you might, but there we go, that is looking absolutely yummy. You could eat it just like that, actually. Another spoon like that. Now, what I'm going to do is grab my knife and off the lump of cheese here, I'm just going to basically square it off like that. We'll see why in a minute or two. So, bring that back in. Going to spread that a wee bit. Cut a little chunk of cheese off here. Pop that in the middle. Now, got some ketchup. I'm going to put a wee splosh like that in there, and then start to fold it in. We'll add a bit more on top, like this. Just basically covering it all in. Kind of like this. It will all come together, I hope. It won't be the same shape as the tots that are made by the King of Burgers. I'll scrape that off like so, and pop that to one side. Rattle up another one here. Another wee chunk of cheese. Like that, right in the middle. Another wee scoosh of sauce. So I'll start to feed it back in itself. And take a wee bit more. Like so. It's all starting to come together like that. Put that in there. Grab another good wee batch there. Another chunk of cheese. And so, this time, some barbecue sauce. Like that. And again, start to just squidge it up like that. Grab some, a little bit more like that, to go over the top, to seal it all in. Put that to the inside, and I'll be back in a minute or two when I've finished making them up. Now, there we go. 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. I'm going to wet my hands. And I'm just going to bring these into a bit more better shape. Like this. Just bring them all together. Like that. We're almost there. You can just feel it just pulling back in together there because it's a wee bit on the dry side of the potato. Although it does feel damp, but it is. I'm just using the dampness in my hands just to stick them together. Now they're not all perfect size. I'm just going to give my hands another quick wash. Be back in a sec. Right, So I now have some panko breadcrumbs. I've never used these before. I'm going to pour a few in here. Like that. Going to grab some pepper, salt. Can't find the pepper grinder, so I'll just pop some of this stuff in. Give that a quick mix around like that. And we'll drop these in. Wow, you can smell that pepper in there now. Just rolling it in there. Give it a nice little coating. Let it sit there for a second and get the next one in. Over. Can you make sure they all get coated slightly with breadcrumbs? Just nicely like that. Next one. Now this could get interesting. By squidging all them in, make sure it's all nice and coated. Try and make sure it soaks up all the moisture there. And the last one, which is an absolute stonker. Might just about be able to cover, use all these up. Almost. Plunk all them back in there just now. Get them all nice and tidy. Now I'm going to go and put the oil on so it's all nice and... Now, it's taken about 5 minutes for this to heat up. I've had these in the freezer. I'm just going to bring this over to the fat. I've got my thingy here. Now it's looking like it's moving. Okay, and that's starting to bubble nicely. That one in. And here goes the big one. 2 more to go. And last but not least, like that. Now, as you can see, it's going well here. I reckon a good 5 minutes for this to go. So instead of just leaving you sitting here for 5 minutes watching fat boil and bubble away, I'll pop back. Okay, I have some good news and some bad news. The bad news is the whole lot has turned into soup. And I'm just going to try fishing this out. I have no idea what's going wrong here, but we now have some glue. I can't even find much of the potato. I found some of the cheese. And unfortunately, this version is now a disaster zone. And I have a feeling that I'm going to have to change all this oil. Because at the moment there is no potato. It is in fact a complete disaster. Let's just zoom in on what we have. Yeah. Well, that didn't work. I would like to know where the rest of the potato's gone. Because I can tell you something for nothing. It ain't in there. So, being honest with you, I don't even know if it's edible. Right folks, well, you saw the disaster that it was, but I've decided to give it a wee try. I found a bit of cheese, a bit of sauce, some breadcrumbs. No idea what happened to the potato, that has completely disappeared. I'm going to try it. Alright, I'll be honest with you, as always am, I've tasted worse. Basically I've got cheese, fried cheese with breadcrumbs and sauce. Some crispy breadcrumbs. I would love to know where that potato vanished to though. It's not bad. It's not good, but it's not bad. Will I be trying it again? Maybe. Will I be doing it in the deep fryer? Doubt it. Alright. I'm going to put this up. Because it just shows it can't be perfect every time. I've got something that almost looks like one, but I'm not going to guarantee it. That was a disaster. I'm not wasting the cheese. I think I just got a bit of potato. Well, all that seems to be left is breadcrumb and oil. So As much as I wish this had really worked out, I've got a feeling the birds will be getting this tomorrow. Well, hopefully they've at least had a laugh tonight. That's crazy. Take care of yourselves, everyone. If you like to see someone who isn't perfect, and you haven't already, I would appreciate it if you hit the red button and the bell. Maybe leave a like or a laugh in the comments or whatever. And hopefully the next thing that I do won't turn out quite like this. Take care of yourselves, everyone. Talk to you all soon, hopefully. See ya.